How much money do you actually need in order to buy a house? Well, that's what we're talking about in this video, and we are getting started right now. Hey everybody, David Calhoun with Keller Williams here in San Diego, California. And in this video, we are talking about how much money do you actually need in order to buy a house here in California. And real quick, if you're new to my channel, hit the like and subscribe button below. I post new videos about all things real estate every single week. So perhaps you are a first-time home buyer or you have not bought a house in a long time and you're trying to figure out how much money do I actually need to save in order for the down payment on a new house. Well, it kind of depends on your situation. If you've not owned a house within the last 3 years or you've never owned a house before, there's a 3% down conventional program that you can take advantage of. So all you need to put down is 3%. Now, if you are active military or past military and you have the VA status, you can take advantage of 0% down, which is awesome. Another great benefit of using the VA benefits is that you don't pay any private mortgage insurance. And private mortgage insurance, real quick, is just an extra payment you have to make every single month if you are putting less than 20% down. And that payment is actually to give the lender some security in the event that you default on your mortgage. But once you hit 20% loan to value, that private mortgage insurance goes away. So we've talked about 3% down conventional, 0% down VA. There's another program out there with the FHA. So FHA stands for Federal Housing Administration. If you have an FHA loan, you can take advantage of 3.5% down. And the benefit of an FHA loan is that you can have a little bit higher debt to income ratio, maybe a little bit lower credit score, and then you actually pay a little bit less of the private mortgage insurance, like I was just mentioning, because an FHA loan is backed by the government. So there is less risk with an FHA loan, and which is why your private mortgage insurance is a little bit less. Now, in addition to your down payment, whether you're putting 3% down with a conventional loan, 0% down with a VA loan, 3.5% down with an FHA loan, you are going to have to pay closing costs. Okay, so what are closing costs? Well, closing costs essentially are costs associated with closing the loan. They're the lender fees, essentially the fees the lender charges in order for the lender to loan you the money. So an example of closing costs are going to be a loan origination fee, maybe an appraisal fee, an underwriting fee, a processing fee, and then in addition to that are what we call prepaid items. These are your property taxes. This is your homeowner's insurance. This might be any HOA fees collected if you're living in an HOA community. So those fees between the lender fees, the loan origination fee, the underwriting fee, and then the taxes and insurance and HOA, those make up your closing costs. Okay, how much are closing costs? Because we just talked about down payment, and now I talked about closing costs. How much are closing costs? Well, on average, closing costs are about 3% of the purchase price. So say you're buying a $500,000 house. Your closing costs, depending on taxes and your insurance, are going to be close to maybe $12,000, $15,000, kind of varies. Also varies depending on when you close, what time of the month you close. That all changes your closing costs. So just to recap, you need to have at least 3% down if you're doing a conventional loan. If you have military status, you can take advantage of 0% down. And by the way, you don't pay any private mortgage insurance with a VA loan. So that fee goes away if you have a military status. And then there's the FHA 3.5% down. However, then on top of that down payment, you do need to budget in money for closing costs. So There are instances when the seller might pay your closing costs. But in this market, where we're in a seller's market, meaning sellers have more leverage, sellers are not paying closing costs for buyers. Buyers are paying their own closing costs. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. I know it's kind of very, very basic, but I do get the question a lot. A lot of times people think you need 20% down in order to buy a house, and the reality is that it's not true. And most home buyers do not have 20% down. So if you are thinking of moving to San Diego, click the link in the description box below. I have a free relocation guide for you in helping you to determine if San Diego is going to be a good place for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.